So I have something extra special for you today, and I was wondering this morning as I prepared for today's program, has everybody gone crazy? Has the world lost its mind? Because not only is Donald Trump talking about injecting disinfectant, you now have people like Dr. Phil and others comparing coronavirus to things that have nothing to do with coronavirus whatsoever and aren't comparable in any characteristic. Suicide deaths, for example. Swimming pool deaths, car accidents. Dr. Phil comparing those to coronavirus. How did things get this crazy? That was all put to shame this weekend, if you can imagine, by Rudy Giuliani, who at one point was Donald Trump's personal attorney. Is he still working for Trump? I have no idea. I don't know if Rudy knows. I don't know if Trump himself knows. In any case, Rudy Giuliani was furious on Fox News with Laura Ingraham. Furious why? He says, why all of this commotion about testing and contact tracing for coronavirus when we don't do any contact tracing for obesity? We don't do any contact tracing for heart disease. We don't contact trace for cancer. Now, these are Rudy's words. These are not my words. Take a look and you will also notice once again, Rudy looking very disheveled, his eyes half shut and his glasses crooked again. We never know what the explanation for that is with Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy,
it's outrageous what China did.
Michael Bloomberg is going to handle the tracing army of tracers in New York. We learned today from Cuomo.
That's totally ridiculous.
Yeah, an army of tracers.
Then we should trace everybody for cancer.
Yeah, army of tracers.
We should trace everybody for cancer and heart disease and obesity, and I mean a lot of things kill you more than COVID-19. So we should be traced for all those things.
Well, there are a lot
life
of people
possesses a certain degree of risk.
We should trace everybody for cancer and heart disease and obesity. And Laura Ingraham just grins and nods along. And she has to know how stupid this is, right? I mean, I said it last week. Tell me that Laura Ingraham is aware that this is all garbage. Contact tracing obesity. Hey, this is Sally from the CDC. Is this Eric? Eric, listen, one of your coworkers has tested positive for being morbidly obese, and we are contact tracing. Oh, don't worry. We bring our own lunches to work, and mine is far lower calorie than his. Contact tracing obesity and cardiovascular disease. You can't go to work and cough and give 5 coworkers congestive heart failure. You can't sneeze on the subway and all of a sudden half the subway car becomes obese. Does Rudy know these conditions aren't contagious? What do people think here? And there's a more serious question that is beyond just Rudy Giuliani. Do you think that the broader public is confused? I'm being serious now. Is the public confused about communicable versus non-communicable disease? Like, is part of what we're seeing because a portion of the population doesn't realize that not every medical condition or disease is contagious? I feel like an idiot asking it, but maybe we need to do a survey that says, rate the following in terms of how contagious they are, 1 to 10. And we say flu, measles, obesity, a broken bone, a car accident. Like, do we actually need to do that? Maybe we're all laughing at Rudy, and the problem is much bigger than Rudy Giuliani. And a whole bunch of the population is thinking the exact same thing. Because think about it. We wonder, how could all these people be so furious about the lockdowns? Who's out there without a mask? Like, maybe people don't understand the difference between communicable and non-communicable disease. I don't know the answer, but I would be curious to see what you think.